Snipes and Snarf Blats, your unauthorized place for Disney, Pixar, Marvel, and Lucasfilm. I'm your host, Jason, and today we're going to be talking some Spider-Man. Spider-Man. That's right, we just got back from Spider-Man Homecoming, and it was amazing. Pun intended. There's a lot of people online right now saying that it might have been the best Spider-Man ever made, and I'm going to have to agree with them. It probably was the best Spider-Man we've made so far. I guess third time is the charm, like they've said forever. It was based on the Ultimate storyline. You could tell it really, really was. Tom Holland had said that. If you had to compare it, it compared to the early days of the Ultimate Spider-Man. And this is a Spider-Man you never really got to see on film. It's they called the first book of this the learning curve, and that's basically what you see right here. You not only see the John Hughes teenage angst coming of age story on one side, but you also get a Spider-Man who doesn't all of a sudden put on the suit and know how to be Spider-Man. There's a learning curve involved. I mean, and you get to see that, and it's really cool because I can't even say that by the end of this movie he's got Spider-Man right. And that's a good thing because that leads for more building on. I mean, he is a kid. He's 15. He's coming into this. He's coming into age as a 15-year-old. And he's coming into being a superhero as Spider-Man. And I love how this movie acts like you're not just going to wake up one day with superpowers and immediately know how to save the world. He goes through rigorous learning, and it is hilarious. That is one thing above all. This is Ant-Man funny. This movie really does. I said John Hughes earlier. They went for a John Hughes feel, and they got it. They really did get it. It felt like one of the 16 Candles, one of those old Brat Pack movies, Breakfast Club, but with superpowers. And it was really good. Oh man, I cannot wait to see this movie again. I was worried about the trailers over-trailering it, and it didn't. It did over-trailer 2 scenes. There were 2 full scenes through the movie that I sat through that I was like, well, I've already seen everything that's happened here, so if this was the time to go get popcorn, I might as well go get some more popcorn. But other than that, this movie was great. Every piece of this movie was great. Iron Man was used sparingly. He didn't steal the show at all. He was there just peppered in to give you the fact that this is the Marvel Universe. And, oh man, I could not be more happier with this movie. This movie might have actually wound up jumping itself to one of the top hierarchy of Marvel movies. That's how good this movie really is. And I cannot wait to see more of these. I know there's another one coming. He's going to be in both the Avengers coming up, and I really can't wait to see more of this version of Spider-Man. Hot Aunt May is hilarious. I could not get any more Hot Aunt May jokes. They could pepper those through the next 15 Spider-Man movies, and they probably would not get old. Michael Keaton was amazing as the villain, and I don't want to give any spoilers away in here, so I'm going to try to be real light. But there are more villains in this movie that you will know by name. And the cool thing about that is this movie proves that you can do multiple villains, and as long as you have a really tight bond connecting them, instead of just, hey, I'm bad guy with powers, hey, I'm bad guy with powers, we have the same enemy, let's go kill him. And instead, these guys really had a reason that they were together. And that helps. It helps further along your story with your villains, and these villains were done great. There was multiple villains. I will say that once again. Spider-Man 3, there was multiple villains, and it was done right, proving you can do that. This also proved without a shadow of a doubt, Sony, no matter what you were thinking, you need Marvel for this. This team up between Marvel and Sony was amazing. I am just convinced that we are sitting through something right now that is just, I hope it blows up into something, and that more studios realize what they could get done if they join their powers, because this movie was perfect in every single way. And I can't go out without also mentioning Genki. I can't ever say this guy's name. He was a character for Miles Morales in the comic books, and they managed to just kind of snip him out of there and throw him into Peter Parker's universe for this one. And, oh man, he's great. The kid they got to play this plays him perfectly. and you fall in love with his character. I can't wait to see more of him too, and like I said, I am impressed with this all around. Bravo! This was a great Spider-Man movie. I encourage you to go out and see it while it's in theaters. Go out and see it twice. I would suggest anyone to watch this movie, whether they're a fan of comic books or not. Because like I said, the John Hughes moments, it just all around, this is a really, 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 I might even add another really great movie. That's all I really have to say about it right now. I'll write a more in-depth review on the site. Speaking of the site, check us out on snipesandsnarfblats.com. There's also links in the description to the site, to our Facebook, to our Pinterest, to our Twitter. Follow us wherever, see what we're doing next. And until next time, remember, with great power comes great responsibility.